the King of the Inferno. I will cause carnage and destruction until she returns the tool to me.
Welcome back to another video, Miraculous fans. With an extended hiatus ahead of us, I'm looking for all the hints I can find about the fate of Season 6. We've had interviews, concept art, and vague trailers to tide us over so far, but now we have the official episode list for the upcoming season. For the titles, it seems that the series is returning to its roots and naming the majority of episodes after the Akumatized villains they feature. With that in mind, I think I can make strong predictions about the characters who will become Akumatized. So in today's video, I'll discuss Miraculous Ladybug characters who will return to villainy under Lila's direction.
You really think you can outsmart me? Huh, Ladybug? We'll see who finds who first.
Number 1, Nathaniel. As one of Marinette's closest friends and the wielder of the Goat Miraculous, it doesn't bode well that one of the first episodes of the 6th season is called The Illustrator. The episode's title is a reference to Nathaniel's former Akumatized persona, the Illustrator. The similar name makes me think that Nathaniel will have similar abilities, but with a unique spin. The difference likely comes from the Goat Miraculous, as he'll become an Akumatized villain with its powers. With the ability to create anything he needs, he'll likely continue bringing his drawings to life.
Oh, Super Nathan, you're my hero.
It was nothing.
I love you.
Number 2, Tom. Tom and Sabine are some of the best parental figures in the series. They care about Marinette, encourage her to achieve her dreams, and fret over her safety when necessary. However, Tom has a history of becoming overprotective, especially over Marinette's heart. The episode Were Papas is a direct callback to Tom's former Akumatized form, Were Dad. However, the title implies that there will be more than one Were Dad this time. Tom will become Akumatized out of his desire to protect Marinette. However, there are many things he could want to protect her from, including a broken heart or dangerous activities. While I can't guess why he'll become Akumatized in the 6th season, I would love an episode where Marinette's parents learn she's Ladybug, and they try to convince her to relinquish her dangerous, life-threatening duties.
I will always be here to save Marinette.
She's safe from you and all the boys who want to break her heart.
Number 3, Roger. It seems like the 6th season will have a recurring theme of miraculous wielders losing their family members to akumatizations. The episode Daddy Cop must allude to Sabrina's father Roger, who is the chief of Paris's police force. Although he was a loyal ally to the formerly corrupt mayor of Paris, Roger has always valued upholding the law and enforcing justice throughout the city. He instills these same values in his daughter, which is ultimately what encouraged her to take a stand against Chloe and Lila. I assume that his goals would be similar to when he was akumatized as Roger Cop, but they'd likely be tied to Sabrina in some way. Personally, I love this premise. The audience needs to see who Sabrina becomes without Chloe, as an individual and one of Paris's heroes, and this episode could provide both.
Affirmative. Cat Noir and Ladybug will be powerless against me, and justice will prevail in the streets of Paris.
Number 4, Ondine. There are few recurring characters in the series who aren't in Marinette's inner circle, but Ondine is always a pleasant addition to the story when she appears. She becomes akumatized into Siren in her debut episode, becoming devastated after learning that Kim doesn't return her feelings. As she floods Paris, the heroes must rely on their new aquatic abilities to stop her. It seems Ondine will become akumatized again in Sleeping Siren. Instead of drowning Paris in a sea of her tears, I suspect she'll have the ability to lull others to sleep, perhaps with a siren song.
I knew you'd love it, and I've got lots of other surprises for you. You'll see.
Hey!
My prince!
Number 5, Kagami. Kagami has a lot going for her, and it's not always good. She has suffered significantly throughout the course of Miraculous Ladybug, so it's no surprise that she has numerous akumatized forms. She has become akumatized due to failing friendships, heartbreak, and feelings of failure. Kagami is one of the few people who knows Monarch's secret identity, and she'll harbor that secret throughout the 6th season. She also knows that Tomoe aided the former supervillain, which will likely ruin the strained relationship she had with her mother. I wouldn't blame Kagami for becoming akumatized in Vampagami, and I'm intrigued by her new name. Vampires often take from others, and it's possible that she may leech the energy or happiness from others, forcing them to feel her pain.
You know, Mother, Adrian Agreste is participating in this game.
Number 6, Tomoe. As one of the few recurring antagonists for the 6th season, I was surprised to see Yaxi Gozen listed among the new episodes. Tomoe has become a villain numerous times throughout the series, and half of her transformations included her willing participation. Despite being an old friend of Gabriel's, Tomoe had her own reasons for helping him. Unfortunately, these reasons are still a mystery, but I believe they have something to do with Kagami and the Tsurugi family's legacy. Without Gabriel to help her, I wouldn't be surprised if Tomoe becomes the first ally Lila makes as the new wielder of the Butterfly Miraculous.
Perching on her steed, wielding her naginata, she fought her way to recognition!
Number 7. Nora. Another character alluded to in the episode titles is Alia's older sister, Nora. As a professional kickboxer, Nora is determined to protect herself and others, which led to her first akumatized form, Anansi. Nora becomes akumatized after Alia becomes fed up with her overprotective behavior, leading her to become a spider-themed villain determined to protect her younger sister from the recent spike of villains. With a new wielder for the Butterfly Miraculous, it's possible that Nora's former fears will return, encouraging her to do everything in her power to protect her loved ones in Sad Nanzi.
All right, big boy.
Number 8. Mark. Of all Marinette's friends, Mark is one of the few with minimal screen time. He joins the series later than most and becomes akumatized in his debut episode, becoming Reverser. Since then, he has become the wielder of the Rooster Miraculous, which has one of the strongest abilities in the Chinese Miracle Box. As Rooster Bold, Mark can grant himself any ability or skill with the power of sublimation. Naturally, I don't believe an episode in the 6th season titled Sublimation is a coincidence, as it likely means that Mark, or even more likely Rooster Bold, will become an incredibly dangerous akumatized villain.
I am Reverser! And you, Marinette, the one who caused all this! You think you're the super helpful girl who's loved by everyone? Well, from now on, everyone will hate you!
Number 9. Ivan. According to the episode titles, I think there will be a trend in miraculous wielders becoming akumatized villains. As they're still human, it would be impossible for the Protectors of Paris to push back against all negative emotions, meaning episodes like El Toro de Piedra could lead to someone like Ivan becoming akumatized, as he has the Ox Miraculous. His hero costume resembles a bull, and he shares the animal's constitution with his powers of invulnerability. He's a very sensitive character, especially with matters of the heart, such as pursuing a relationship with Mylene. Ivan's new akumatized form may value inner strength and an indomitable spirit, especially if his feelings are hurt earlier in the episode. Number 10. Adrian's grandfather. We've received confirmation that Adrian's grandparents will debut in the 6th season. With Gabriel's death, it's possible that his side of the family will come out of the woodwork and try to form meaningful connections with Adrian. However, after losing his estranged son without the chance to say goodbye, I wouldn't be surprised if Adrian's grandfather becomes akumatized during his visit in the episode titled Mr. Agrest.
You are not going to school, I've already told you.
But father...
Everything you need is right here where I can keep an eye on you. I will not have you outside in that dangerous world.
Number 11. August. Some akumatized villains aren't as effective as others, which is always the case with Baby August. Although his first akumatization was a fluke, Gabriel created Gigantitan more than once, hoping that the oversized villain would be enough to stop Ladybug and Cat Noir. Unfortunately, August's goals are often small-minded and easy to achieve, which made defeating Gigantitan an easy task. However, the episode titled Grendiper implies that he may make a triumphant return as a new and improved akumatized villain. Perhaps by entering his terrible twos, August will become a force to be reckoned with. Number 12. Marinette. Fans have waited a long time to witness Marinette's akumatized form. She's had a handful of close encounters throughout the series, but luck is always on her side, preventing her from becoming one of the most dangerous villains the series has ever known. However, Marinette's fate may change now that Lila has the Butterfly Miraculous. Her longtime adversary knows every way to push Marinette's buttons, potentially forcing her to submit to her will in Lady Chaos.
All I could find was the double wedding ring, along with the Miraculous that Monarch had turned into rings and Cat Noir's in mine. I transformed into Aquabug and searched the basement, but nothing.
Number 13. Chloe. Chloe was forced to leave Paris last season, but many fans hold out hope for her return. Her character is one of the most divisive in the franchise, as the audience either loves or hates her. Many would love to see Chloe learn from her latest loss and return to Paris redeemed. But given the negative influences she surrounds herself with, it's just as likely that she'll become a new akumatized villain in the episode Queen of the Dread Zone. Chloe's akumatized form always reflects her upper-class status, and I doubt that will change if she doesn't confront the error of her ways.
I am not like everyone else. I am rich, which means I don't need to learn because I'll never have to work. so you could just keep your support, and you're falling behind, thank you.
Personally, I was excited by the potential of brand new villains with unique abilities. The episode list implies that we'll receive a few, but I'm surprised to see so many familiar names included. All of Gabriel's Akumatized villains failed to obtain the Ladybug and Cat Miraculous, so I don't think Lila would look to them for assistance due to incompetence alone. Fortunately, there's always room for Miraculous Ladybug to subvert my expectations and introduce a new way for Lila to enhance former villains. Doing so could pivot the series in a new and fun direction, as Marinette hinted at upgrading the Miraculouses in the recent special. Old villains with new abilities could overwhelm the heroes and level the playing field, securing victories for Lila.
There are less than 4 minutes before Ladybug and Cat Noir transform back!
Ready for your countdown as a superhero, lady loser!
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Thanks to this magic wand, I'm granting you all the power to indefinitely use your powers. No more time limits.